Matchup we have here in the front court, Gray.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Pass to Jokic. From the high post. Rebound by the Clippers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Leonard looking around. Shot clock at 6. Back to Zubac. Knocked loose. Jokic with the steal. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Yes, that goes in.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Harden with it. Out guarded by Murray. Zubac in the post. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his second basket.
Just so physical inside. Even with contact, Jokic able to fight through it.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. 4-point game. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Murray. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
For Denver, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. Now, Coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. So, of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And it's Gordon missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And it's Leonard missing. The Nuggets lead by 5. At the elbow, Jokic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Clippers substitution. Number 8, Chris Dunn.
1:43 left here in the first quarter.
Derek Jones.
On the basket by Jones.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
There's a screen by Porter. Pass to Jokic. A 3-ball. And Jones pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And that one, good.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Here's Jokic after the made shot from Norman Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Coming on to the floor for the Clippers. Number 8.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. Jones with it. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
Inside. Here's Porter. And he banks in the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that one is good from Zubac.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Now here's Murray. To the inside. Pass to Jokic. No good that time. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Here's Coffey. No good on the three. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by a point. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Pass to Zubac. Goes back up. And he gets the jumper to drop. Zubac has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Here's Jokic. Guarded by Simmons. Gordon with no one around. Offline with his 3. Here's Dunn. Good defense by Jokic.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And that one's good by Porter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. To the middle. Jokic rising up.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Los Angeles making a switch here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And again, no good by the Clippers. Denver in the lead. Here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Off on the layup. Simmons on the wing. And here is Zubac. Back to Simmons. Down low. Zubac in the post. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Zubac has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And the Clippers making a change here. It's Porter outside. The Nuggets with another miss. Porter with the steal. Outside Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Here's Harden, and there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And another miss by Denver.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harden right side. Pass to Bogdanovich. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Leonard on the wing. The 19-foot shot. Rebound by the Nuggets. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Now, here's Jokic. 9 points in the game so far. In the corner, it's Gordon. A three-pointer, no good. The Clippers trail. Pass to Harden. Back to Jones. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now here's Gordon. Guarded by Harden. And the basket by Gordon.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Leonard. Now Jones. Stolen by Gordon. Murray with it. To the inside. Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And now a 5-point Nugget lead.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They get it again. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
And the Clippers making a switch here.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Chanchar. And the three ball is good. Chanchars got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Well, Russell Westbrook demonstrating how talented a passer he can be.
Harden outside. Lets it go with the 3. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Harden surveying the D. Leonard finagling one in close.
Just incredible touch from the interior. Kawhi Leonard more than capable in that painted area.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Here's Harden. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And stolen by Murray. Pushing it up. Here's Gordon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Back to Bogdanovic. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
This is what you call pre-shot preparation. Being prepared on the catch to fire before the defense can react. That is nicely done by James Harden.
Now, here's Bogdanovic following the miss by Jokic. To the paint. Powell, no one around him. They get it back. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Brown's shot is off. Clippers trail by 5. Jacks up a 3. Bogdanovic, no luck. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Now, here is Harden. 7 points in the game. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
It's Powell on the wing. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Jokic. Cruising basketball from Jokic.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
It's the Nuggets ball. That shot misses. Great D that time from Leonard. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's 12 points for Ivica Zubac.
tell you, they've been leaning on Ivica Zubac offensively all night, and he has answered the call.
And it's Jokic missing. Clippers trail by 5. Ferocity inside by Leonard.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Inside, 7-foot shot. Another miss by Jokic.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. For the tie. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now, here's Jokic. Jokic takes it in, takes the bump, and puts it through.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Zubac, that's good.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Leonard. From deep. The 3 goes down the hatch from Kawhi.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now Murray, guarded by Harden. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Harden, no good. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Right back after this break. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Now Simmons. Inside. Here's Bogdanovic. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Pass to Jokic. Over Jones. Jokic, no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the left wing. Here's Coffey. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Now, here's Jokic. And Jones pulls it down. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And here's Jokic. Out to the wing. Brown buries it from 3-point range. And the Nuggets lead by 3. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Porter in the corner. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And the basket by Jones.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
The kick out to Porter. On the wing, Porter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Clippers trail by 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And 11 points for James Harden.
Yeah, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Jokic with the bucket. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Powell. Pass to Harden. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Again, Los Angeles.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Murray. He is hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Outside Bogdanovich. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Down low. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Braun. That's foul number 2 for him. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Zubac.
And look at how well Jokic uses that size defensively there with a great contest on the shot.
Now Murray. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And here's Jokic. Zubac defending. Back to Porter. Jokic with it. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Gordon missing. The Clippers in the lead. Harden outside. Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Powell with it. To the inside. Zubac. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now Harden. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Zubac in the post. Pass to Powell. Harden outside. 6 on the shot clock. They shoot again. This one for 3. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Dort.
This for my city. We thank you for coming. We thank you for coming. We thank you for coming.
This is not a lie drill. Yeah, this is not a fire drill. The real thing. Yeah, you know that nighttime, daytime she don't see me. Acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull it with a Mickey Mouse. This ain't Disney. Still identity. Put a like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, go get your paw paws chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white Scottie Pippen. Like it beef with every bad in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling gimme. What's that? Mind your business. Sports Center, Rodeo put a killie. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. I feel abused. Pulling on my belt. You need help with something? Pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that. Put confetti on it. Catching slip. I gotta keep my so I won't go to alone. Not a fire drill. I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga. Talking about on the net, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little homie. I ain't never had before. A dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She
Brian Anderson. Here with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Here's Paul. Rebounded by Denver.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And this is how powerful Jokic is, able to still score despite the contact.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Now here's Jokic. Floats one. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. Now that's how you rock the rim. Give him the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Here's Jokic. Good D by Wembanyama.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Inside. Porter pulls it in. And it's Murray off the drive. Rebound by San Antonio. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Number 0, Christian Braun.
On offense, here is San Antonio. They've gone on an 8-0 run. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Down low. Kicks it out to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gordon outside. For 3. Offensive board. Goes back up. And it's Jokic laying it in.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. From the baseline. Gordon pulls it in. Nuggets trail by 7. Jokic with it. Fox picks him up. He shoots again. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Here's Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit. And here are the Nuggets now. 6-point game. Outside Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. On the take. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wembanyama's got 10. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Spurs.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
To the inside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Nuggets.
It's Barnes on the wing. Here's Paul. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Works just as hard inside. Great footwork for Paul. Leads to great results.
The drive by Watson. Wembanyama with some nice D.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Paul with the bucket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Saric. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Outside Paul. To the wing, right side. Three-pointer, Fox. On target from range.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Wembanyama. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Spurs. They lead by 13. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
Barnes a screen. Pass to Wembanyama. Launches a three. Rebounded by Denver. Saric down low. Here's Brown. Back to Saric. Over Wembanyama. Saric shot is off. And so Paul will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Spurs lead by 13. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Pass to Saric. Here's Pickett. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Porter in the post. Right wing. Back to Saric. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick to what they've been doing.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only one day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
RJ, with Harrison Barnes on the roster, a team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
Here's Jokic. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Spurs lead by 15. To the middle. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Gordon outside. To the paint. That one is off. Wembanyama with some nice D. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Free throw good, Wembanyama. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. From the inbound. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Nuggets trail by 16. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Again, Jokic missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Inside, Barnes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Nikola Jokic. So far in this game, he's 0 for 2 at the line.
Harrison Barnes at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Pass to Jokic to end the cold spell. San Antonio with a rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Castle. No made baskets yet. Pass to Wembanyama. Down low.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Barnes. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Wembanyama, no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And we know he can pass the ball, but wow, what a great finisher as well. Jokic delivering when his team needs him.
Now here's Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. No good that time. Great D that time from Jokic. Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Porter. Nifty move. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. On the wing, Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. And the 10-footer finds the target. Wembanyama's got 7 points for the quarter.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Pass to Jokic. Takes the three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And it's Fox missing. Now Gordon. From deep, Jokic. And so it's San Antonio. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. San Antonio leading by 18. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit. And it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
And the shot goes in.
He's got moves in close. There's a reason Westbrook likes to get in there.
Paul with it. Checked by Murray. Picked up by Sohan. Here's Paul. Denver grabs the miss. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Here's Castle. Still no points. Shot clock at 3. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Aaron Gordon.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
Now here's Jokic. 11 points in the game. for three. The shot, no good.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Wembanyama screen to the inside. Misses from short range. Nuggets trail by 17. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Gordon. That one rolls around and rims out. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wembanyama's got 21 points in the game.
Good vision by Castle there to find the open man.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Now here's Jokic. 11 points in the game. Left side Barnes. Outside Paul. Fox for three. Rebound by the Nuggets. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left to right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Out to Fox. The three is up. Again, the miss by Fox.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets, number 0.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And here's Jokic outside.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
San Antonio again can't hit. And Gordon has got the ball here for Denver. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Castle. 5 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's Fox. Gordon pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Second shot opportunity. And Jokic finishes inside. Jokic has got 17 points. Down low. The kick out to Paul. Back to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Now here's Porter. Still without a bucket. Here's Jokic. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jumps up. Throw it down, Nikola.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Works outside. Up and over Porter. Back to Wembanyama. Misses in close. And so the San Antonio Spurs liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off. Effective. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Nuggets trail by 15. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Brown. Westbrook outside. Now Šarić, covered by Wembanyama. They kick it out to Murray. Back to Šarić. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
San Antonio leading by 15. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And it's Watson missing. Inside. Outside Wembanyama. And the layup is good off the glass. Wembanyama's got 10 points in just the second half. Nuggets trail by 19. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. On offense, here is San Antonio. Here's Fox. And the shot goes.
Yeah, Fox can be so slippery on the drive, making those little adjustments to get by the defense.
Here's Šarić. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth.
Nikola Jokic.
Wembanyama with a bucket. Wembanyama's got 31.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. Turnaround Jay. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Such a clever player. Jokic is adept at using his body to get these shooting fouls.
And the second free throw is good. San Antonio leading by 20. Outside Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
The kick out to Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his fourth.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Jokic up top. Looking to get back on track. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. And here's Wembanyama. Knocked loose. Pass to Barnes. Right side Wembanyama. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Up and over Gordon. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Denver. And here's Murray. Back to Jokic. Three-pointer. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Pass to Jokic. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Jokic just got 22.
Yeah, great pass to Jokic when he's ready to fire, and then he's straight into his motion. Using his size to full advantage. He beats everyone to the ball.
It's stolen by Fox. Now here's Barnes. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Castle misses. Nuggets trail by 21. Here's Murray. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It goes on Chris Paul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Wembanyama screen to the paint. Rebounded by Denver.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Spurs.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
I think his authoritative defense was huge for them tonight. He established early that he wasn't allowing easy buckets.
Murray's shot is good. There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Fires for three. And Chris Paul clears it away. Wembanyama with it. They can't stop the run with that one. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 16. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And he can't get the first one. He does not get the second one. Here's Paul. Yep, count it.
Chris Paul.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready.
2K TV, it's playoff season, my favorite season.
And that means NBA 2K25 is packed with playoff goodies.
And you don't want to miss what my team is serving up. Take a look.
Postseason energy has arrived in the playoff spotlight sim in My Team. Head to the challenge menu for a huge opportunity to collect a star player card from every postseason team, including 16 pink diamond player cards available now in round 1.
Yeah, you care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told them if you getting played, then you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways, you know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it. It's duck season, only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Yeah, hey, I'll pop out, you gon' feel my presence. The message real heavy in my press kit. Mind, body, build my soul, how to dress it. No lanes in my corner, we impressive. Pop back if you tryna get active. Ducked off in the stool, making magic. My paper running. Addicted to looking good, it's a habit. I'm too cold when you see it, they jacket. No like, no plastic, vibe like in my glass, they classic. I got hits in my bag, spin it back fist. Hurt real good, I give it to you, no average. Green light, go, give it to her like yellow, saw red, said no. Keep it going, young Uno. Mommy, hello, make you like Jello. Aye, it's duck season, only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Aye, it's duck season, yeah. Only pop out for a reason. Pop out, show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Aye, I'll make it turn around.
Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Points will come at a premium tonight, Richard. These are two of the stingiest defenses in the NBA.
Yeah, these games were a grind to play in. You're fighting for every bucket. So the little things, like an extra possession here or there, those will be huge.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Jerome. And it's Allen who slams it home.
For a big, Allen is so fluid, setting a pick and then gracefully rolling into position.
Here's Durant. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Jerome on the wing. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. But this man finishes the way he was built.
Now here's Mitchell. First quarter, just over a minute played. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
The drive by Garland. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it. That's great anticipation and accuracy by Mobley to set up his teammate.
Here's Durant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Jerome. Well, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Comes up empty down low. And stolen by Mobley. Allen outside. And here's Mobley. Guarded by Durant. Back to Allen. Here's Mobley. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one, and let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
Durant, it's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
So fluid off the dribble. Sometimes Durant is just impossible to stop.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Deflected! And they'll keep possession. 5 on the clock. To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Durant draws the double. Oh, no good. Cleveland leading by 4. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
And he let me in on their strategy for Devin Booker. He said no easy shots for Booker tonight. We only want him taking off-balance, tough looks. At least that's our hope. Sounds like they'll be throwing everything they can at Booker defensively, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
Now here's Mobley. He has 6. .149 left in the first quarter. Garland, no good. Suns trail by 6. Stolen by Mitchell. Inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Allen's got 6.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Garland. Still no points. Here's Mobley. Rejected by Bol. Durant with it. He's picked up by Garland. To the paint. To end the run. Plumlee. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Down low. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Offensive rebound. Outside Durant. Second shot opportunity. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. They shoot again. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw, no good for Durant.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Jared Allen getting it done for the Cavaliers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Merrill outside. Here's Thompson. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Wade misses. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Pass to Jerome. Inside. Wade. Now here's Hunter. Merrill outside. Here's Jerome. Goes up again. That shot off. Solid defense from Bol. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Good on the second one. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Jerome. Pass to Mobley. It's hauled in by Beal.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
The Cavaliers lead by 11. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Mitchell. Ooh, Mitchell just muscling his way in.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Back to Bol. The kick to Durant. To the inside. And that one's good. Bol. Bol's gotten his second bucket.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. From deep, Mitchell. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Tries to break his ice. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 11. Here's Allen. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Allen's got 12.
Look at the big man run. Allen out hustling everybody on the break, and you need to reward your big man in those moments.
Pass to Mobley. Nice D from Durant. Suns trail by 13. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Allen can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Cleveland again missing.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Up top, Booker. No points yet. Pass to Bull. To the middle. He shoots. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution. Mason Plumlee. Royce O'Neal.
Here's Jerome. Inside. Allen can't get it to go. Suns trail by 11. Here's O'Neal. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here comes Cleveland. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
One thing you can count on with Mitchell, he will just keep attacking.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Here's Plumlee. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Plumlee. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Pass to Booker. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Phoenix making a switch here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
The Cavaliers lead by 8. On the wing, Mitchell. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Beal. No good that time. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. 29 seconds left in the first half of this one. Allen a screen. Here's Jerome. Allen inside. Outside for Mitchell. Clock at 6. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. They retain possession. And Mobley gets it to go.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers earning this break in the action, up 10. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production, making him uncomfortable and getting him out of rhythm. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up to the Cavaliers. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Up top, Booker unloads. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 10. Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Bull. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And here are the Cavaliers now. In transition, here come the Suns. Yep, that one's good. Durant's got 8 points.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Bull. Durant inside. Durant owning the inside.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find the path to that difficult shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Making a switch here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Fires the three. Pass to Jerome. Softly drops in the floater. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And here's Bull. Left side Durant. And stolen by Mobley. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Cleveland leading by 8. Outside Garland. Up and in on the layup.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Counted from distance. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Pass to Garland. Bull grabs the board. Suns trail by 7. Outside Durant. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
The Cavaliers lead by 6. Outside Mitchell. From the line. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Allen can't get it to go. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Wide open. Jerome, no good. Suns trail by 8. Durant with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Got a piece of it. Outside Mitchell. Looking to get back on track. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
With that explosive first step, Mitchell is so tough on any closeout.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
Oh, Durant with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. Three-pointer, Beal. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. against contact. Mitchell.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
Outside for Booker. Back to Plumlee. Cavaliers with a rebound. Knocks it loose. Here's Mitchell. Drills the elbow jumper. And now it's a 12-point Cavalier lead.
Showing off his skills as a shooter. Mitchell knocking down that mid-range look.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell to the rack. Cole grabs the board.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Here's Mitchell. Again, the miss by Mitchell. Suns trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Durant. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Down low. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Porter from outside gets the three to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 15. And so it's Phoenix with it. A shot to stop the run. Tipped. And they'll get another chance. Beal from outside. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
It just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Booker. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. 3-on-3. And here's Hunter for three. Outside for Porter. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Pass to O'Neal. From outside the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Cleveland leading by 14. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Porter's shot is off.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard.
Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Here's Durant. He can't hit that time. The Cavaliers lead by 12. The drive by Porter. Solid defense from Bol. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Now Strus. Five to shoot. To the inside. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Suns. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Back to Bol. Nifty move. And he lays it in.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
And there's the screen. To the middle. Pass to Thompson. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
Suns trail by 7. Booker drives in. Oh, got a piece of it. Now Bol uses the glass on the layup. And that's a double-double for him now.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Offensive rebound. For 3, Allen. The shot comes out. The Cavaliers lead by 5. To stop the drought, Bol grabs the board.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Durant just knows how to finish.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Garland with the ball. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Suns trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Beal to tie it up. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Now here's Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Fires it. Mitchell misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Back to Durant. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And here comes Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. 1:03 left to the 4th. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
59 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
They get back on track. And he sinks it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Allen on the wing to take the lead. The rebound by Allen.
and you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. 4-3. The three won't fall. And so they foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Here's Durant. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
What up, Energy? It's Rio, legendary. Catch it slipping at the light, make his car stop. Hit his engine block and cut the car off. Call that propping. My brain like a new car that's in drive with no park options. Make a car reverse when they say you want. Been a you still gave you boys enough time to drop. Not it over. My like a bad little kid. I put a on. I broke my cousin Tim. I put a on it. My little dog on Section 8. I put some wick on it. They say I talk about the same. Well, that's all I know. If you ain't pops, keep that, bro. Them all you ain't spinning blues. Keep your bread, bro. That's all I want. That's all I really told. Making pros and saving cheese. That's what I'm into. My got mad, told me to leave. I'll spin to. I'm finna. I need an instrumental. You trying to learn some street knowledge? I'm a mentor. He was 6'4". Yo, put you out the crib again. What you pay rent for? I paid. She ain't call. I need more. Hey, I got a problem. 10 on me now. I'm just at Home Depot rug shop. CNA, I gave her 5 to go scrub shopping. One day, bro, my lungs throbbing. Meet the take everything. Why son watch? I swear to God, I ain't.
It's the Celtics in Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside. David Aldridge. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Now, here's Thompson. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Great D that time from Tatum. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. Now, he said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
First team foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Pass to Davis. Lively with it. Porzingis with the rebound. Outside Tatum. Tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, when you've got length and athleticism and a little bit of leaping ability, as Jason Tatum does, you can be a factor rebounding the basketball.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Misses from close range. Not a fast start for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Down low, here's Davis, and Tatum pulls it down.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
16 feet away, and Lively pulls it down.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Now Davis. Stolen by Holiday. Here's White over Davis. Great D that time from Davis.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Davis inside. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Tatum. Banked in off the glass. Tatum's got 7 points.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Outside Irving. Back to Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Now here's Porzingis. Shoots over Lively. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Irving. Hasn't made one yet. To the middle. Knocked away. Lively the bounce pass. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Lively. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Checking into the Celtics. Luke Cornett. Sam Foster. Peyton Pritchard.
Celtics leading by 7.
I see him.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Now here is Horford. He's guarded by Davis. Thompson, high post. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, Thompson is so great at sprinting up the floor, exceptional at getting to the right spot.
Here's Cornett. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. To the paint. Here's Davis. The rebound by the Celtics. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. but also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. And Horford wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple. Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best effort.
Now, here's Brown. Still scoreless. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And when Irving is feeling it, he's untouchable. A prime-time scorer who can spot up as well as create for himself.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Out to the wing. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Still yet to score. Here's Irving. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 4. 11 feet away. Horford no luck. From 20 feet out. Kept alive. Outside Irving. Pass to Davis. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Good on the shot.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
In the corner, Irving with it. Inside. Taken away. And here comes Horford leading the fast break. Here's Hauser. That 3 off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 4. And they're moving it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Boston leading by 3. Zingas high post. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Holiday. No good from outside. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the shot goes in.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Here's Holiday. The Mavericks pull it in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. Lively. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Back to Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line. Here's Hauser. And no good that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Here's Irving. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for Dallas. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Kristaps Porzingis, a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Now here's Thompson. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Inside, Davis. Nice D from Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. Driving in. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
Here's Dinwiddie. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes the break. Here's Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And so Tatum nails them both. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that. The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jason Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
Lively with the screen. Irving for 3. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Thompson. Dallas moving the ball around. And finished off by Lively.
Well, make no mistake, Klay Thompson is more than just a shooter and scorer. Nice pass there, guys.
And here's Porzingis. Back to Tatum. The screen from Brown. 3-pointer. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 5. And taken away by Brown. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. The kick out to Tatum. And Lively pulls it down. To the middle. Here's Davis. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Porzingis with the steal. White wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3 ball. White's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. That'll do it for the first half. Austin on top, up by 8. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
25.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here now is Dinwiddie. Nothing on the board. Thompson outside. Left side, Irving. And Davis now top of the key. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's White. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing here by 8.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Now here's Porzingis. Tatum on the wing. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Tatum. Deflected by Davis. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Thompson running the floor.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
And Davis throws it down.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Brown with it. Pocket 6. Tatum with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for Dallas.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Thompson in the corner. Pass to Davis. Back to Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Celtics.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it'd probably be the 3-point shot.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. As Jason Kidd says, they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum's shot is off. Mavericks trailed by 3. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 11 points.
See, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
Boston, no good that time either.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Down low. Porzingis with the steal. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Here's Holiday. Stolen by Thompson. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Lively. Here's Thompson. Rebound, Boston.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Mavericks trail. Irving with the ball. He's got 8. Fires from the wing. Dallas, no good that time either.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Porzingis can't hit.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
To the middle. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Out to Thompson. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now, here is Irving. Dinwiddie wide open. They get the rebound. Davis gets a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Irving driving inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Kyrie Irving has such a tight handle that regardless of what's in front of him, he will get past you and get to the cup.
Here's Cornette. Mavericks with the rebound. Dinwiddie's got space. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
We're at the end. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Outside Tatum. Out to White. This one for 3. No good on that one. The Mavericks leading. Exum with it. He's picked up by White. Pass to Lively. Over Tatum. Lively's shot is off. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
To the inside. Fires the 3. Prosper misses. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Now here's Tatum. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Outside Tatum. The screen from Brown. And stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Fires for three. The offensive rebound. Back to Lively. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Celtics leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
To the middle. Davis with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Left side, Tatum. The three from Porzingis. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside for Davis. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Irving. Pass to Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
Stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know, with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
Up top, Tatum. The three from Porzingis. And Lively pulls it down. Pass to Davis. Now Lively, guarded by Tatum. Lively's shot is off. The Celtics with the lead. Brown right side. Lets the three fly. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 8 points in the quarter.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Holiday. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
And Irving launches it from deep. They get it back. Pass to Thompson. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Celtics leading by 6. Outside Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Tries again. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
There's a fluid power and athleticism that he possesses. Nearly impossible to contain Davis inside.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing. Keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 5.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Pass to Porzingis. Great D that time from Davis.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Go get it, big fella. A basket they needed desperately, and Davis delivers in the clutch.
Back to Tatum. Out to Porzingis. From downtown, a three-pointer is right on target. So we see Boston get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.